What are the characteristics of stem cells? First, the ability to indefinitely self-renew. A stem cell can divide into more stem cells. Secondly, capacity to differentiate. A stem cell can produce other kinds of cells with specific properties and characteristics. For example, muscle cells, fat cells, bone cells, red blood cells, nerve cells, epidermal cells, immune cells, and sex cells. There are two types of differentiated stem cells. The first one is unipotent. This type of stem cell forms one type of differentiated cell. As an example, mesenchymal stem cell undergoes osteogenesis to form bone cell. Secondly, multipotent. This type of stem cell forms many types of differentiated cells. For example, hematopoietic stem cell form red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. What is stem cell therapy? Stem cell therapy is used to treat a person with blood disorder like leukemia. It is the addition of new cells to replace others with declining properties, with the aim to boost a patient's health. Stem cell transplantation replaces hematopoietic stem cell in person with leukemia with equivalent cells from compatible donor. These stem cells will then produce new blood in the patient.
The hematopoietic stem cell that used in transplant can come from umbilical cord, bloodstream, and bone marrow. There are three types of stem cell transplant, which are autologous stem cell transplant, allogeneic stem cell transplant, and syngeneic stem cell transplant. Autologous stem cell transplant use healthy blood stem cells from your own body to replace your diseased or damaged bone marrow. Allogeneic stem cell transplant use healthy blood stem cells from a donor to replace your diseased or damaged bone marrow. The donor may be a blood relative or not related, but must be matched with patient in certain ways to reduce the side effects. Syngeneic stem cell transplant are allogenic stem cell transplant that come from an identical twins.
How to perform stem cell culture. The type of transplant that we will use as an example is autologous stem cell transplant, where the patient is their own stem cell donor. Normally, only a small number of stem cells are in the blood circulation. The patient will be treated with growth colony stimulating factor injection beforehand to increase the production of stem cells. More stem cells will move into the bloodstream, making it easier to be collected. This process is known as mobilization. The stem cells are harvested from the blood or the bone marrow of a patient. There is a possibility of collecting other cells together with the stem cells. So, in order to remove unwanted cells, the sample is incubated with antibodies that bind to stem cells, which will then be selected. Antibodies against hematopoietic markers such as CD45, CD2, or CD3 can be used to negatively select stem cells, while antibodies against markers such as CD271 and GFR can be used to positively select stem cells. The number of fluid is reduced with stem cells. The cells are mixed with a cryoprotective agent so that they can be frozen for many years. Examples of cryoprotective agent is DMSO and glycerol. When it is needed, the cells are thawed and diluted before it is reinfused back into the patient.